And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They start the drive with Cook.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 20.
The quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is 3rd and 2. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place, but you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Once again, it's Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left, down at the 25.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run the counter with Cook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Cousins now from the 50. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He had to fit that in a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down, Jacobs once more. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Carr going to go on fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On play action, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Open man, that's Renfro. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Smith catches left side. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Think about the strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Cousins, rolling to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that? Right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Cook up the gut, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Trotting. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 76 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Cousins now. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Cousins on first down. And this one is incomplete. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he loses the football a second time, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Down, but he does reach the 5. Throwing is Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Anthony Everett picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A first down throw for Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.